Hey there. Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe to join us for awesome content. Also share this video with your family and friends. Let's get started. The invisible world within you. Breathe in, and gently you settle. Imagine a world unseen, thriving deep inside you, a bustling garden of tiny life. These silent partners work tirelessly, shaping your very being. A symphony of existence in every quiet moment. Feel their gentle hum as you drift into this inner landscape. As you lie here, soft and still, allow your awareness to turn inward, not to the familiar beating of your heart or the gentle rise and fall of your breath, but deeper, to a realm you rarely consider. It is a universe, miniature yet magnificent, residing within the very core of your being. This is your invisible world. A bustling, vibrant landscape of life, teeming with beings so small they dance beyond the reach of your sight. They are your microbiome. Imagine, if you will, that your body is not a solitary island, but a vast, fertile continent. And upon this continent, in every valley and on every peak, dwell trillions of tiny inhabitants. They are bacteria, fungi, viruses, and other single-celled organisms, each one a whisper of life, collectively forming a community far grander than all the human cells in your body combined. Consider that more non-human cells live within you than your own, living in quiet partnership, unseen, yet profoundly powerful. They are not invaders, nor are they mere passengers. No, these are your ancient, trusted companions, evolving with humanity for millennia. They are the silent architects of your inner environment, the diligent gardeners of your gut, the unseen guardians of your health. Picture them now not as rigid scientific terms, but as tiny, industrious workers, each with a specific task, all contributing to the grand tapestry of you. In the soft darkness of your intestines, a veritable metropolis hums with activity. Here, billions upon billions of these microscopic residents are busy. Some are breaking down the very food you eat, unlocking nutrients that your own body cannot access alone. They are like skilled chefs, transforming complex carbohydrates into simple sugars, or fermenting fibers into nourishing compounds that feed the cells lining your gut. Without their tireless work, much of the sustenance you consume would simply pass through, unutilized, and your body would go hungry for these hidden gifts. They extract energy, build blocks for your cells, and ensure that every morsel contributes to your vitality. Others among this microscopic multitude are like tiny alchemists, producing vital vitamins that your body desperately needs. Imagine little factories working tirelessly even as you sleep, synthesizing vitamin K, essential for blood clotting, or B vitamins, crucial for energy and nerve function. These are not supplements you swallow. These are gifts brewed within, by your own living, breathing internal ecosystem. It is a constant, subtle exchange, a generosity of nature unfolding within your very core. And then, there are the protectors, the quiet warriors of your immune system. Picture them as a vigilant army, constantly patrolling the borders of your gut, distinguishing friend from foe. They train your immune cells, teaching them what to tolerate and what to fight. When an unwelcome guest, a harmful microbe, attempts to breach the peace, these friendly residents can rally, outcompeting the invaders, consuming the resources, and even producing substances that inhibit their growth. They are your first line of defense, a living shield against external threats, allowing your greater immune system to focus on more complex challenges. Feel how safe, how gently protected you are by this unseen legion. This invisible world is not static. It is dynamic, ever-changing, yet striving for harmony. Its inhabitants communicate, sharing resources, sending signals, and influencing each other's growth. They interact with your nerve endings, with your hormones, even sending messages that travel to your brain. This profound connection is a relatively new discovery, yet it whispers of an ancient truth. Your inner landscape is deeply intertwined with your thoughts, your feelings, and your overall sense of well-being. The calm hum you feel now, the gentle relaxation, is perhaps an echo of their contented activity. You carry this vast, complex world within you every single moment. It shapes your metabolism, influences your mood, and plays a role in how well you sleep, how clearly you think. It's a living, breathing part of who you are. A symphony of existence playing out in the quiet darkness. It's a constant reminder of the intricate beauty of life, even on the smallest scale, and how fundamentally connected you are to the natural world. And sometimes, this intricate, vibrant garden within faces its own quiet challenges, its own moments of disquiet. When that happens, when the symphony loses a note, or a gentle whisper becomes a loud discord, we begin to wonder. Can we offer a helping hand? Can we, perhaps, borrow a little piece of another thriving garden to help our own bloom anew? This quiet question leads us deeper into the delicate balance and the surprising possibilities of renewal. The delicate balance. Listen closely to the quiet whisper of balance, the harmony within your internal ecosystem. When this delicate equilibrium shifts, like a gentle breeze disturbing still waters, your body feels the subtle change. Rest now, as we ponder the intricate dance of tiny beings, maintaining peace. As you drift deeper, feel the subtle rhythm of your own breathing, the quiet rise and fall that speaks of an effortless balance. Just as your breath finds its steady rhythm, so too does the invisible world within you strive for a perfect, delicate equilibrium. This is the harmony of your inner garden, a state of gentle flow where every tiny resident plays its part in unison, contributing to your quiet well-being. Imagine this balance like a vast, ancient forest. Each tree, each plant, each tiny creature within it exists in a sophisticated interdependence. The tall oaks provide shade, the smaller ferns flourish beneath, and the unseen fungi beneath the soil connect them all in a vast, silent network. No one element overwhelms the other. Instead, they coexist, each thriving in its unique niche, contributing to the health of the whole. Your microbiome is much like this forest, a complex ecosystem striving for such an intricate, self-sustaining peace. In this state of delicate balance, your beneficial microbes flourish. They are like the strong, nourishing trees and the vibrant, helpful undergrowth of your inner forest. They produce a steady stream of soothing compounds, they silently communicate with your cells, and they keep less desirable elements in check, simply by their healthy presence and abundance. When these good residents are thriving, they occupy the prime locations, consuming the available resources, leaving little room or sustenance for those few species that might cause trouble. It is a quiet, natural form of crowd control, ensuring peace without effort. This harmony within your gut echoes throughout your entire being. When the balance is just right, you might experience a sense of ease after meals, a clearer mind, a more consistent flow of energy through your day. Your immune system, trained by these friendly inhabitants, is neither overactive nor sluggish. It is simply efficient, responding appropriately to challenges, then returning to its quiet watch. Sleep often comes more readily, and your mood feels more steady, less prone to sudden shifts, a testament to the powerful, unseen connections between your gut and your brain. But what happens when this delicate balance is disturbed? Imagine a sudden, strong gust of wind sweeping through our forest. It might uproot a few trees, scatter the leaves, and briefly disrupt the peace. Similarly, various influences can gently nudge your inner ecosystem out of its optimal state. Sometimes it's the food you eat, perhaps a shift towards highly processed fare, which favors certain less beneficial species. Other times, it might be the quiet stress of daily life, sending subtle signals through your nervous system that can alter the environment within. Even the quiet medications you might take can have an echoing effect, like a gentle rain that changes the soil composition, altering which plants can thrive. When this equilibrium shifts, the landscape changes. Perhaps some of your beneficial species, the strong, nourishing trees, begin to dwindle. With less competition, a few less desirable species, like persistent weeds, might begin to slowly multiply, subtly altering the environment. This isn't a sudden, dramatic battle. It's often a gradual, gentle drift, like the slow turning of the seasons. You might feel a subtle change in your digestion, a faint cloudiness in your thoughts, or a general sense of unease that is hard to pinpoint. This imbalance, sometimes called dysbiosis, is not a dramatic illness but a quiet disruption. It's a subtle discord in the symphony, a slight leaning of the forest, where the harmony is just a little off-key. Your body ever so subtly registers this shift. It might manifest as an occasional bloating, a feeling of sluggishness, or even a persistent whisper of fatigue. It's your inner landscape calling for a gentle rebalancing, a return to its natural state of serene equilibrium. So, as you rest, feel the quiet promise of this delicate balance, how effortlessly it strives for peace within you. But sometimes, when this intricate balance falters, when the garden within begins to wilt, perhaps a new kind of support is needed, a fresh start, a seed of new beginnings. When the garden wilts sometimes, the garden within faces a challenge, a discord in its vibrant song. A crucial note goes missing, or an unwelcome sound grows loud, creating a feeling of unease. Yet, even in imbalance, hope lingers, like the promise of dawn after a long night. Breathe softly, knowing renewal is a possibility. As you lie wrapped in stillness, imagine your inner garden, this vibrant world of microscopic life, not as an unchanging landscape, but as a living, breathing entity, sensitive to the currents of your life. There are times, in the quiet unfolding of existence, when even the most resilient garden can begin to show signs of strain, its vibrant colors dulling, its gentle hum falling silent. This is when the garden within gently wilts, signaling a need for quiet attention. Think of it like a beautiful, well-tended meadow. For a long time, the wildflowers bloom in profusion, the grasses sway gracefully, and the small creatures find ample shelter. But then, a subtle shift occurs. Perhaps the rains don't come as often, or the soil loses some of its richness. The meadow doesn't vanish overnight, but slowly, imperceptibly, some of its vitality begins to ebb. Certain delicate flowers might struggle, and perhaps less desirable, more resilient weeds begin to take a firmer hold. This is a quiet fading, a departure from its peak, vibrant state. Within your own microbiome, a similar gentle wilting can occur. This isn't usually a sudden catastrophe, but rather a gradual drift away from the state of optimal balance we spoke of earlier. It can happen for many reasons, often interwoven, like threads in a tapestry. Consider, for instance, the role of diet. If your daily nourishment leans heavily towards foods that are highly processed, lacking in the diverse fibers that feed your beneficial microbes, it's like a gardener neglecting to water the most beautiful plants. Over time, these vital, helpful species may find less to thrive on, and their populations might subtly diminish. Or perhaps, the quiet stress of modern life casts a long shadow. When you experience moments of worry or tension, your body responds by releasing certain signals, certain hormones. These signals, though originating in your mind, travel throughout your entire being, even to the deep, unseen parts of your gut. They can subtly alter the environment there, changing the acidity, affecting the movement of substances, and making it less hospitable for some of your delicate, beneficial residents. It's like a sudden chill wind blowing through the meadow, making it harder for the tender shoots to grow. And sometimes, external forces intervene with a more direct impact. Medications, particularly certain types of antibiotics, are designed to combat harmful bacteria when you are unwell. They are like a powerful, sweeping rain that clears the landscape, removing not only the unwanted weeds but sometimes, inadvertently, washing away some of the beneficial flora too. After such an event, your inner garden can be left sparse, somewhat barren, waiting for life to return. It's a necessary intervention, perhaps, but one that leaves the ground prepared for reseeding. When your inner garden wilts, the subtle signs can manifest in various ways. Whispers from your body that something is amiss. You might notice a persistent feeling of digestive discomfort, a gentle bloating, an erratic rhythm, or a subtle tightness that wasn't there before. Your energy levels might feel a little lower, as if a vital spark has dimmed. Perhaps your mind feels a little less clear, a gentle fog settling over your thoughts, impacting your focus and even your emotional equilibrium. Remember, the gut-brain connection is profound, and an imbalance in one can echo in the other. This wilting is not a sign of failure, but a natural response to the many influences of life. It is your body communicating, a soft murmur indicating that some of its tiny, diligent workers are struggling, and the overall symphony is just a little out of tune. It's a call for nourishment, for renewal, for a gentle hand to guide it back to its vibrant state. Yet, even in this state of subtle wilting, there is no need for alarm, only quiet understanding. Just as a diligent gardener observes their plants for signs of distress, noting which ones need more sunlight or water, your body is simply showing you where its hidden ecosystem might need tender care. It reminds us that life is always seeking balance, always yearning to return to its fullest expression. And when we observe these signs, when we recognize that the garden within has begun to wilt, a profound question naturally arises. Can we find a way to re-enrich the soil? Can we introduce new, vibrant life, seeds of flourishing health, from a place where the garden is already thriving? This quiet thought, this gentle hope for a fresh start, brings us closer to a new beginning, a seed of new possibilities. A seed of new beginnings. What if, from another thriving garden, a tiny seed could be borrowed, carefully carried into your own? This gentle idea, a whisper of shared health, holds the potential for transformation. Imagine a natural offering, a gift from one living system to another, bringing the promise of restoration. As you rest, cradled by the soft quiet, your mind might naturally wander to solutions, to ways of tending to a garden that has lost some of its luster. If a patch of earth is barren, or a field lies fallow, a farmer might carefully spread rich new soil or sow fresh, strong seeds. This simple, ancient wisdom of renewal, of bringing life to where it falters, holds a gentle echo in the world of your inner garden. Consider this profound yet simple thought. What if we could, with great care and intention, borrow a tiny, thriving part of someone else's flourishing inner garden? Imagine a place where the microbes are vibrant, diverse, and perfectly balanced, humming with health. What if a small, precious sample from that thriving ecosystem could be gently introduced into your own, like planting a new, resilient seed in soil that yearns for life? This is the essence of what scientists call a microbiome transplant, or more specifically, a fecal microbiota transplant, a concept both ancient in its simplicity and revolutionary in its promise. It might sound surprising, this idea of sharing such an intimate part of another's being. Yet, in its purest form, it is an act of profound biological generosity, a whisper of shared vitality. Think of it not in clinical terms, but as a tender transfer of life, from one who is flourishing to one who needs gentle support. It is like transplanting a healthy root ball from a robust tree into a spot where a sapling has struggled, giving it the foundation it needs to grow strong and tall. For centuries, across different cultures, there have been hints of this wisdom. Ancient healers observed that sometimes, consuming elements from a healthy animal or person could bring about a change in a sick one. These were empirical observations without the microscopic understanding we have today, yet they pointed to an underlying truth. There is power in healthy, living communities. Now, with the lens of modern science, we understand the intricate biological reasons behind these observations, recognizing the microscopic architects of health. The key to this gentle transfer lies in the remarkable resilience and adaptability of these tiny microbes. They are not rigid, fixed entities. They are adaptable, capable of finding a new home and establishing themselves, given the right conditions. The goal is not to replace your entire inner ecosystem, but rather to introduce a diverse and robust community that can help to reestablish the delicate balance. It's like introducing a few strong, resilient species into a struggling forest, knowing they will help the whole ecosystem regain its footing, encouraging dormant life to flourish once more. This concept isn't about magical cures. It's rooted firmly in the understanding of ecological principles. Just as a diverse ecosystem is more resilient to environmental changes, a diverse and balanced microbiome is more robust against disturbances. When a garden wilts due to a lack of certain key species, or an overgrowth of others, providing a fresh, rich source of the good missing elements can kickstart the process of recovery. It's about restoring the natural order, allowing the inherent wisdom of your body to guide its own healing. The donor, the one who offers this seed of health, is chosen with the utmost care, ensuring their own inner garden is a pristine example of balance and diversity. Every precaution is taken, every test performed, to ensure that only the purest, most beneficial community is considered for this sacred exchange. It is a thoughtful process, imbued with a deep sense of responsibility and scientific precision, all aimed at the gentle welfare of the recipient. So, as you breathe deeply and peacefully, consider this quiet, revolutionary idea that health can be shared, that a flourishing inner garden can help to nurture one that is struggling. It is a testament to the interconnectedness of life, a whisper of hope for renewal. This delicate idea, this possibility of receiving such a profound and personal gift, leads us gently into the careful preparations and the tender journey of a new beginning itself. The gift of renewal with quiet intention. The journey begins, a thoughtful, tender process. It is not an invasion, but an invitation for beneficial life to return, guided by gentle hands. Feel the sense of careful restoration, as new connections are softly woven into the tapestry of your being, inviting healing. As the concept of sharing health settles softly in your mind, let us now imagine the gentle unfolding of this process, this quiet giving and receiving of life. It is a journey imbued with care, precision, and a profound respect for the delicate balance within you. This is not a forceful intervention, but a tender invitation, an offering to your inner garden to blossom anew. Picture, first, the environment of this quiet offering. It is a place of calm, where every detail is considered, every movement deliberate. The atmosphere is one of hopeful anticipation, much like a gardener preparing a nurturing bed for precious new seedlings. The donor's gift, carefully collected and prepared, is handled with the utmost reverence, for it carries the vibrant essence of a thriving ecosystem. It is a living elixir, rich with the very life that your inner garden yearns for. The process itself is marked by gentleness. Imagine a small, tranquil stream, carefully diverted to flow into a parched field. The water doesn't rush violently, but rather seeps in slowly, soaking the dry earth, preparing it to receive new life. Loving this? Hit that subscribe button to keep up with our videos. Also share this video with your family and friends in a similar way. This precious gift of renewal is introduced into your body with quiet care, ensuring it settles gently, without disturbance. It might be through a calming, non-invasive method, or a more direct, yet still gentle, approach that allows the new community to reach its intended destination deep within your gut. As this living gift enters your being, imagine billions of tiny, eager residents, like microscopic explorers, embarking on a new journey. They are not strangers in a foreign land, but rather kindred spirits, seeking to find their place, to spread their beneficial influence. They carry with them the blueprint of health, the silent code of a balanced ecosystem. Their arrival is a quiet homecoming, and re-establishment of what was perhaps lost or diminished. Think of each tiny microbe as a miniature architect, carrying the tools and plans for building a flourishing community. Some will begin to subtly alter the local environment, perhaps adjusting the acidity or creating new compounds that make the space more hospitable. Others will seek out existing beneficial residents, forming quiet alliances, amplifying their collective strength. It is a gradual, intricate dance of integration, where new life harmonizes with the old, weaving itself seamlessly into the existing fabric. This is not an act of mere addition, but of gentle transformation. The goal is not just to populate, but to educate. The new microbes bring with them a wealth of genetic information, a library of beneficial functions that can influence your existing microbial community. They might stimulate dormant beneficial species, encouraging them to grow and thrive once more. They might outcompete the less desirable inhabitants, slowly, gently nudging them aside simply by their healthy presence and activity. It is a resetting of the balance, a retuning of the inner symphony. There's a quiet patience required in this process, both on the part of the healers and on the part of your body. Just as a garden doesn't bloom overnight, the full effects of this gift unfold over time. The new residents need to establish their footholds, to multiply, to build their communities, and to begin their tireless work. It's a testament to the slow, enduring power of natural healing, guided by scientific understanding. You might not feel the exact moment of their arrival, these tiny passengers, or the subtle shifting of your inner landscape. But know that with each passing breath, with each quiet moment, the process of integration is underway. Your body, with its innate wisdom, begins to recognize and embrace this gift, allowing it to take root and flourish. It is a profound act of receiving and opening to a deeper state of well-being. This gift of renewal is a testament to the interconnectedness of all life, a powerful reminder that even in moments of imbalance, help can come from unexpected, yet profoundly natural, sources. As these new seeds of life begin to settle and take hold, your inner garden prepares for a subtle, yet profound, reawakening, and you will soon begin to witness a new bloom emerge. A new bloom emerges as the new life begins to settle. A subtle transformation unfolds within you, like roots finding their gentle hold in fresh soil. There's a patient waiting, a quiet observation as your inner landscape slowly reawakens. Embrace this journey of gradual change, as health begins to softly bloom. Now, as you rest in this quiet space, imagine the gentle aftermath of that profound gift. The tiny, living seeds from a thriving garden have been carefully placed within your own. And now begins the most tender part of the journey. The settling, the taking root, the slow unfolding of a new bloom. This is not a sudden burst of color, but a gradual, patient transformation, like the first green shoots pushing through the spring earth. Think of it as a quiet migration. Billions of new microbial residents, full of vitality and purpose, are now exploring their new home. They are not merely existing. They are seeking out their niches, finding the right conditions, and beginning the intricate work of establishing their communities. Some will find perfect partners among your existing beneficial microbes, forming new alliances and strengthening old ones. Others will gently begin to outcompete the less desirable inhabitants, simply by thriving and flourishing, occupying the space and consuming the resources that were once available to others. This initial phase is often unseen and unfelt by you, a testament to the silent diligence of this microscopic world. It is a time of quiet adaptation, like a new river gently carving its path through a landscape. The new microbes are sending signals, exchanging genetic material, and slowly, subtly, influencing the entire ecosystem. They are like a gentle breeze carrying pollen, spreading the seeds of health and resilience throughout your inner garden. Patience is a quiet virtue in this process. Just as a gardener plants a seed and then waits, trustingly, for it to sprout and grow, your body is now engaged in a similar, graceful act of receiving and integrating. The full symphony of benefits doesn't emerge instantly. It unfolds with time, as the new population grows, diversifies, and begins to exert its full, harmonious influence. You might think of it as your inner soil slowly becoming richer, more fertile, capable of supporting a wider array of vibrant life. As the weeks and months gently unfold, you may begin to sense the subtle whispers of this reawakening. Perhaps your digestion feels a little more at ease, a smoother rhythm returning to your body's innate processes. The quiet discomforts that once lingered might begin to recede, like shadows shortening at midday. You might notice a gentle clarity returning to your thoughts, a lightness in your being, as if a gentle fog has lifted from your inner landscape. This isn't always a dramatic change, but often a gradual, almost imperceptible shift towards a deeper sense of well-being. It is the restoration of that delicate balance we spoke of, the return to a state where your body functions with greater ease and efficiency. The newfound diversity in your microbiome translates into a broader range of beneficial functions, more efficient nutrient extraction, a stronger immune response, and a more robust connection between your gut and your brain, contributing to a calmer mind and more balanced emotions. Imagine the subtle glow of health returning, like dawn slowly painting the sky with soft hues. Each tiny improvement, each gentle shift, is a testament to the remarkable power of these microscopic partners and your body's innate capacity for self-healing when given the right support. It is a quiet miracle unfolding within you, guided by the wisdom of nature and the gentle hand of science. This process is a beautiful dance between the introduced microbes and your own unique biology. Your body is not a passive recipient. It is an active participant, a living landscape that shapes and is shaped by its microscopic inhabitants. The new bloom emerges not just from the seeds, but from the fertile ground of your own being, nurtured by the silent work within. And as your inner garden begins to flourish anew, its story becomes part of a larger tapestry, a quiet testament to the enduring power of gentle restoration. These stories of return, the quiet triumphs of bodies finding their way back to comfort, are waiting to unfold. Stories of return consider the quiet tales of bodies finding their way back to comfort, guided by this ancient wisdom. From deep, persistent whispers of discomfort to a gentle return to ease, these journeys remind us of nature's profound capacity for healing. Let these stories unfold softly in your mind, like distant, soothing melodies. As the new bloom emerges within you, and your inner garden slowly reawakens, it's natural to wonder about the quiet echoes of this transformation in the wider world. You are not alone in this journey of gentle restoration. Across the globe, countless individuals have embarked on this path, their bodies telling quiet, remarkable stories of return journeys from discomfort to a renewed sense of ease, guided by the very wisdom we've been exploring. Imagine a soft, woven tapestry, where each thread represents a unique life, a distinct experience. Among these threads, some tell tales of long-standing unease, of bodies whispering persistently of imbalance, their inner gardens struggling with a relentless disquiet. For many, this disquiet manifested as a persistent internal storm, a deeply troubling inflammation within the gut, causing discomfort and distress that stretched on for years. Think of it as a stubborn, unyielding drought in their inner meadow, where no amount of conventional rain seemed to bring true relief. One such common story unfolds around a particular, tenacious challenge: the relentless grip of Clostridioides difficile, often simply called C. diff. This microscopic organism, when it gains a strong foothold in a compromised inner garden, can unleash a profound and debilitating storm. It leads to severe diarrhea, abdominal pain, and an overwhelming sense of sickness that can consume one's daily life, disrupting peace and stealing vitality. It often appears after courses of antibiotics, which, while clearing away harmful bacteria, can inadvertently leave the inner landscape vulnerable, like a field cleared of crops, ready for opportunistic weeds to take over. For those caught in the relentless cycle of C. diff infections, life becomes a series of constant struggles, a landscape of profound weakness and unease. Traditional treatments, while sometimes offering temporary reprieve, often found themselves overwhelmed by the sheer persistence of this imbalance. The beneficial microbes that could naturally keep C. diff in check were simply too few, too weakened to stand their ground. It was like trying to put out a forest fire with a watering can, when what was truly needed was a deluge. Then came the quiet intervention, the gentle offering of a thriving, diverse microbiome. For many, this was a last resort, a hopeful whisper in the face of persistent suffering. And in story after story, a profound shift began to occur. Imagine the gentle rain finally arriving after a long drought, not in a destructive downpour, but in a steady, life-giving flow. The new, vibrant communities of microbes, introduced with such care, began their work immediately. They were like the strong, beneficial plants returning to the parched earth, bringing with them life, resilience, and the power to transform. The new inhabitants quickly began to outcompete the tenacious C. diff, consuming the resources it needed to thrive, occupying the space it once dominated. They produced substances that inhibited its growth, slowly, gently pushing it back, allowing the native beneficial microbes to regain their strength and numbers. The internal storm began to subside, the waves of discomfort softening, until a quiet calm returned. These are not dramatic, overnight miracles, but profound, often rapid, returns to natural well-being. Individuals who had been confined to their homes, exhausted and in pain, found themselves slowly regaining strength, able to once again embrace the simple joys of life. The fear of recurrence, a heavy shadow that had clung to them for so long, began to dissipate, replaced by a quiet confidence in their body's renewed balance. Beyond C. diff, these stories of return extend to other, more subtle whispers of chronic imbalance. While research continues to unfold, there are anecdotal tales, gentle hints that a revitalized microbiome can play a role in easing the discomforts of irritable bowel syndrome, or even in supporting a more balanced mood and sharper cognitive function. These are areas where the subtle interplay of the gut and the brain is only beginning to be understood, but the early whispers are compelling, that by nurturing our inner garden, we can influence the greater landscape of our health. These stories underscore a deep truth. Your body possesses an incredible, innate capacity for healing and restoration. Sometimes, it simply needs a gentle helping hand, a guiding presence to help it rediscover its own path to balance. The shared wisdom of a healthy microbiome offers just that, a profound act of biological compassion, a reminder that we are all interconnected, and that health, in its deepest sense, can be a shared blessing. And as you settle deeper into your dreams, remember these quiet triumphs. They are a testament to the generosity of spirit, not just human spirit, but the very spirit of life itself, that offers a part of its thriving being to another. These silent heroes, these profound acts of connection, are waiting to be explored. The silent heroes, and what of the quiet compassion, the selfless act of sharing one's own vitality. Another individual, a silent hero, offers a part of their thriving inner world, a gentle echo of health. This act of profound connection underscores the beautiful interdependence of all life, a shared breath of wellness. As you rest in the deep, soft quiet, let your mind gently turn to another aspect of this remarkable story, the quiet compassion that lies at its heart. For every tale of return, for every body finding its way back to ease, there is another, often unseen, individual who has offered a most precious gift. These are the silent heroes, the generous souls whose own thriving inner gardens provide the seeds for another's renewal. Imagine, for a moment, the essence of true giving. It is an act free of expectation, born of a deep understanding of shared humanity and the interconnectedness of all life. In the context of microbiome transplants, this giving takes a unique and profound form. It is the act of offering a part of one's own vibrant, healthy internal ecosystem, a personal, living treasure, to someone in need. These donors are not seeking accolades or recognition. Their actions are often guided by a simple yet powerful desire to help, to contribute to the well-being of another. They understand, perhaps intuitively, that health is a delicate balance, and that sometimes a gentle nudge, a guiding hand from a place of strength, can make all the difference. They are like a robust, ancient tree, offering a cutting from its strong branches, so that another, weaker sapling might also find its footing and reach for the sun. The selection of these silent heroes is a meticulous and caring process, imbued with the highest standards of safety and integrity. Their health is carefully assessed, their own inner gardens thoroughly examined, to ensure they are truly a beacon of balance and diversity. This is not a casual exchange. It is a profound act of trust, built on rigorous scientific scrutiny and a deep commitment to the well-being of the recipient. Only the most pristine, most harmonious inner landscapes are chosen, ensuring that the gift is one of pure vitality. Consider the immense biological richness contained within their offering. It is not merely a collection of cells, but a vibrant community, a thriving society of microbes that have learned to coexist in perfect harmony. They carry within them the wisdom of balance, the capacity to process nutrients, to bolster immunity, and to communicate signals of well-being throughout the body. When a donor shares this gift, they are, in essence, sharing the very blueprint of their own inner peace and resilience. This act of giving also highlights a beautiful truth about our shared existence, that we are all, at a fundamental level, interconnected. Your body, while unique, operates on biological principles that echo across all human beings. And sometimes, the very solution to an imbalance in one lies within the natural abundance of another. It's a testament to the powerful, unseen bonds that tie us together, reminding us that health can be a collective, shared resource. In their quiet generosity, these donors embody a profound form of compassion. They offer a tangible piece of their own vitality, not knowing the recipient personally, yet driven by a universal desire to alleviate suffering and promote healing. Their contribution is a quiet force, a powerful ripple effect that extends far beyond the individual act of giving, touching lives and restoring hope. So, as you drift deeper, acknowledge these silent heroes, these gentle givers. Their contribution is a whisper of profound connection, a reminder that even in the vastness of the human experience, acts of profound biological kindness are possible. Their presence in this story illuminates the deep generosity woven into the fabric of life itself, paving the way for us to look beyond the immediate, towards a horizon of endless possibility. Beyond the horizon, our journey doesn't end here. It stretches into the soft mist of tomorrow, carrying new questions and gentle possibilities. The unseen world continues to reveal its secrets, promising deeper understanding and kinder ways to nurture our inner gardens. Rest in the vastness of what is yet to be discovered. As you lie in this gentle stillness, and the quiet truth of connection settles within you, know that our exploration of the inner garden, and the profound gift of its restoration, is but one chapter in an endless book. The journey of scientific discovery, much like the gentle flow of a river, never truly ends. It stretches always onward, into the soft mist of tomorrow, carrying with it new questions, new understandings, and a universe of gentle possibilities. The science of the microbiome, this invisible world within, is still in its tender infancy. Each passing year, with every quiet whisper from a laboratory, new layers of complexity are revealed, new connections illuminated. We have only just begun to truly appreciate the intricate dance these tiny residents perform, not just for our digestion, but for the very fabric of our being, our emotions, our metabolism, even the way we age. It is a vast, unexplored landscape, filled with wonders yet to be unveiled. Consider the gentle unraveling of secrets. Beyond the remarkable success stories with conditions like C. difficile, researchers are quietly exploring the potential of microbiome-based therapies for a myriad of other imbalances. Imagine, for a moment, the possibility that nurturing your inner garden could one day offer gentle support for conditions that touch the mind, perhaps influencing anxiety, or even the subtle nuances of neurological health. The gut-brain axis, this profound, two-way highway of communication, is a fertile ground for discovery, where the whispers from your gut can echo in the quiet chambers of your mind, and vice versa. Think of the delicate balance involved in conditions like inflammatory bowel disease, where the immune system within the gut becomes overly vigilant, like an overzealous guard dog barking at shadows. Scientists are gently probing whether specific microbial communities, introduced with care, could help to soothe this overreaction, guiding the immune system back to a state of calm and appropriate response. It is like finding the right combination of plants and elements to restore peace to a troubled ecosystem, allowing the natural balance to reassert itself. The exploration extends even to the subtle art of metabolism and weight. The microbes within you are powerful processors, influencing how your body extracts energy from food, how it stores fat, and how it responds to insulin. Could a gently adjusted microbiome, cultivated through thoughtful means, offer a kinder path towards metabolic balance? These are not promises, but rather open questions, gentle hypotheses being explored with care and dedication, hinting at a future where we understand our bodies with even greater intimacy. And what about the personalized nature of this invisible world? Just as no two gardens are exactly alike, each individual's microbiome is wonderfully unique, a reflection of their diet, their environment, their unique genetic blueprint. The future whispers of a time when we might be able to precisely map your inner landscape, understanding its particular needs and tailoring interventions with exquisite precision. Imagine a gardener who knows every inch of your soil, every plant's specific requirements, offering exactly what is needed for your unique bloom. This journey beyond the horizon also involves a deeper understanding of prevention. Could nurturing your microbiome from an early age, through mindful practices and diverse nourishment, lay the foundation for a lifetime of greater health and resilience? Could the knowledge we gain today help future generations cultivate their inner gardens with even greater wisdom, building robust ecosystems that naturally resist imbalance? These are the hopeful questions that guide the quiet work of countless scientists, driven by a desire to bring greater ease and well-being to all. So, as the world of scientific inquiry continues its gentle, persistent exploration, know that the understanding of your inner garden is growing, deepening, unfolding with each passing moment. The unseen realm within you holds mysteries and potentials that we are only just beginning to comprehend, promising kinder, more harmonious ways to nurture health. This continuous quest for knowledge illuminates the profound interconnectedness of all life, a grand weaving of existence that holds you and all beings within its intricate design. The weaving of life as we near the end of our quiet exploration. Feel the interconnectedness of all things, the gentle weaving of life within and around you. Your inner garden, now perhaps more vibrant, is a testament to nature's profound wisdom and the quiet resilience of your own being. Drift now, held within this grand design. As your journey into the invisible world within softly draws to a close, allow yourself to rest in the profound understanding that has unfolded. You have traveled through vast, miniature landscapes, witnessed the delicate dance of balance, and discovered the gentle power of renewal. Now, as you prepare for the deepest slumber, feel the intricate weaving of all life, connecting every tiny thread to the grand tapestry of existence. Your inner garden, this vibrant universe of microbes, is not separate from you. It is intimately, beautifully woven into the very fabric of who you are. It is a living, breathing testament to the ancient wisdom that permeates all of nature. Just as the roots of a mighty tree are connected to the soil, drawing sustenance and stability, so too are you connected to this unseen realm, deriving vitality and support from its tireless work. Consider the simple act of breathing, how effortlessly it connects your inner world to the vast, open air around you. Each inhalation brings life, each exhalation releases. In a similar way, your microbiome is a constant, dynamic exchange, interacting with everything you consume, every environment you encounter. It reminds us that there are no true isolations, only layers of connection, unfolding infinitely inward and outward. This understanding of the microbiome offers a new lens through which to view your own body, not as a collection of separate parts, but as a holistic, integrated system. The health of your gut echoes in the clarity of your mind, the strength of your immune system, the rhythm of your sleep, and the very energy that flows through your days. It's a profound reminder that caring for one aspect of your being often resonates, gently, throughout the whole. And this weaving extends beyond your own unique body. Think of the silent heroes, those who shared their thriving inner gardens, a profound act of biological generosity. This act underscores the deep interdependence that exists among all beings, a quiet acknowledgement that we are, in essence, part of a larger, interconnected web of life. A single act of giving, a small seed of health, can ripple outwards, restoring balance and bringing comfort to another. It is a beautiful reflection of the compassion that exists within the natural world itself. As you drift now, feel how your own personal journey of understanding has expanded. The unseen is no longer unknown. It is a source of quiet wonder. The complex is no longer daunting. It is explained through gentle metaphor and story, and the vastness of science is not distant, but intimately personal, residing within the very core of your being. Let the whispers of these tiny, ancient partners lull you into a state of deep peace. Their tireless work, their quiet resilience, and their profound wisdom are constant. They are the guardians of your inner balance, the silent symphony that plays on, even as you slip into the realm of dreams. Your body, your inner garden, is a miracle of design, a masterpiece of interconnected life. It is capable of profound healing, of subtle adaptation, and of finding its way back to harmony, guided by the innate intelligence of nature. So rest now. Let the gentle hum of your flourishing inner garden be your lullaby. Feel yourself held within this grand, intricate design, a part of the endless, beautiful weaving of life itself, as you drift into the deepest, most restorative sleep. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. See you next time.